Prepare to grip the edge of your seat with Netflix's top 10 horror thrillers. From relentless suspense to shocking twists, these chilling picks blur the line between fear and adrenaline. Number 10, Viral.
Stop this thing. It takes over your body and it turns you into something else.
It's gonna make me hurt you.
When a deadly parasitic outbreak grips the nation, a once quiet California suburb is sealed off from the outside world. Sisters Emma and Stacy, left alone after their father is stranded outside the quarantine zone, are forced into survival mode as the infection creeps closer. The virus spreads through worm-like organisms that take over human hosts, turning friends and neighbors into violent, mindless carriers. As power fails and society crumbles, the sisters uncover terrifying truths about the origin of the virus and the brutal lengths authorities will go to contain it. Viral blends biological horror with emotional tension, capturing the slow erosion of normal life under an invisible threat. Number 9, The Old Ways.
You can't understand what you see.
A Mexican-American journalist, Cristina Lopez, returns to Veracruz to investigate local witchcraft traditions and vanishes into the Veracruz jungle. She awakens chained in a remote hut, held by her estranged cousin, a Nahua Bruja, and her assistant, all convinced she is possessed by a demon. As they administer ancient rituals, forcing her to drink goat's milk, marking her face with mud and blood, invoking pre-Aztec rites, Cristina battles withdrawal, cultural alienation, and a sense of lost identity. Strange apparitions, slithering snakes, and inexplicable phenomena push her belief in science and skepticism to the brink. The Old Ways is a folk horror descent into ancestral memory and spiritual reckoning, blending ritualistic dread, intense body horror, and the haunting weight of heritage intertwined with addiction and brokenness. Number 8, Clown.
Into its cave. His white face and red nose to entertain. If only they knew.
A devoted real estate agent, Kent McCoy steps in as the clown at his son's canceled birthday party, uncovering a dusty old costume in a vacant home. After a joyful performance, the morning reveals a nightmare. The costume, nose, and wig have fused to his flesh, becoming inseparable extensions of his body. As Kent's desperate attempts to remove them turn violent and futile, he learns the suit is imbued with the skin of an ancient Nordic demon known as the Cloyne. His transformation seeps into his behavior, warping paternal devotion into predatory hunger. Directed by John Watts, Clown unfolds as body horror fused with folklore, blending domestic warmth with escalating dread. Number 7, Lou.
How do you know all this? Girl Scouts.
A solitary figure named Lou lives with her faithful dog in the remote, storm-lashed wilderness of the Pacific Northwest. Her quiet existence shatters when her tenant Hannah's young daughter is abducted during a ferocious thunderstorm. Hannah turns to Lou, a mysterious and taciturn neighbor, asking for help to navigate the elemental chaos and pursue the kidnapper through rain-drenched forests. As they journey into the heart of the storm, each step reveals cracks in trust, buried trauma, and the fierce resilience of survival. Lou melds intense physical suspense with emotional excavation, bringing together the weight of past sorrows and the grit of lived experience. Number 6, Livide. A trainee nurse named Lucy begins working as a home caregiver in a remote French countryside, guided by the mysterious Mrs. Catherine Wilson in a decaying mansion dominated by a comatose former ballet teacher. Mrs. Jessel rumors whisper of hidden gold and jewels somewhere inside the old house. And on Halloween night, Lucy persuades her boyfriend William and his brother Ben to break in. Their trespass transforms into a surreal descent into terror as the mansion reveals haunting contradictions. Spinning ballerina corpses, veiled undead dancers, and a body-swapping ritual that blurs identity and essence. Livide weaves gothic atmosphere with tense supernatural dread, unfolding like a twisted fairy tale where betrayal, ancient rituals, and the uncanny collide inside haunted walls drenched in folklore and decay. Number 5, The Silencing.
There is no sheriff here.
He's here! Sheriff, behind you! Behind you!
A hardened, reformed hunter named Rayburn Swanson lives in isolation on a wildlife sanctuary, devoted to the memory of his missing daughter, Gwen, and driven by penance for his past. His vigil takes a dark turn when a murder victim is discovered near his land, igniting a tense atmospheric pursuit. Local Sheriff Alice Gustafson becomes entwined in the hunt when evidence suggests the serial killer may be linked to Rayburn's own loss. As suspicion fractures boundaries, they navigate dense forests, surveillance, and volatile secrets to track a predator wielding cold precision. The film fuses primal revenge with eerie stillness, casting nature itself as judge and witness in a chilling tale of grief, obsession, and justice amid the hush of the wild. Number 4. The Conspiracy.
These people that secretly run things, then they've all...
Two documentary filmmakers, Aaron and Jim, set out to explore fringe theories and land on a local conspiracy theorist known as Terrence G., only for him to vanish under unsettling circumstances. As they sift through his bizarre archives, their skepticism erodes and they uncover evidence pointing to the Tarsus Club, an ancient secret society with threads woven into major historical events and rituals invoking Mithras. Driven by morbid curiosity, they infiltrate a Tarsus gathering in a remote forest mansion using hidden cameras. The clan's ominous initiation rites, masked members, and shadowy customs gradually entrap them in a disturbing labyrinth of deception. The film is a gripping faux documentary that turns intellectual pursuit into a visceral ordeal. Number 3. I don't feel at home in this world anymore.
You have beautiful eyes, okay?
What do you...
Ruth Kimke, a disillusioned nursing assistant, returns from work to discover that her home has been burglarized. Her grandmother's silverware, a laptop, and medicine vanished, while the police barely offer help, and her friends dismiss her distress. She finds a raw spark of purpose when her eccentric neighbor Tony, a lone martial arts enthusiast with nunchucks and ninja stars, offers solemn compassion and joins her quest. Together, they step into a bizarre, escalating vigilante journey awash in dark humor, confronting clueless criminals and unraveling their own frustrations with society's indifference. The film blends off-kilter comedy with simmering existential dread, casting domestic violation as motivation for chaotic reclamation and redemption in a world that seems uncaring. Number 2. Mirage.
Entonces murió atropellado.
Nico, por favor, cuando cruces la calle, un coche te va a atropellar.
A grieving mother, Vera Roy, moves into a suburban Spanish home with her husband and young daughter, only to discover decades-old videotapes filmed by the house's former occupant. When a violent electrical storm erupts one night, the old TV ignites with a live broadcast from 1989, allowing Vera to contact a young boy named Nico on the brink of death. She warns him, saving his life, but the consequence is immediate and harrowing. Vera awakens to a radically altered reality where her daughter never existed and her marriage has vanished. Desperate to restore what was lost, she must untangle shifting timelines, confront unintended consequences, and rebuild evidence in a world that no longer recognizes her truth. Directed by Oriol Paulo, Mirage unspools a labyrinth of time-bending suspense, weaving maternal grief, temporal distortion, and mounting paranoia into an emotional roller coaster that survives each twist and turn. Number 1. Headhunters.
Ser sliten ut. Er det noe?
Roger Brown, Norway's most successful corporate headhunter, supports a lavish lifestyle by moonlighting as a meticulous art thief. When his wife introduces him to Klaas Greve, a former Special Forces operative and tech executive owning a priceless Rubens painting, Roger seizes a chance to orchestrate his most audacious heist yet. But Klaas proves to be more than a target. He becomes a predator. As Roger's schemes spiral into violence, betrayal, and a desperate battle for survival, the film unspools a merciless cat-and-mouse thriller set against Oslo's glass towers and shadowy forests. Headhunters is a slick noir-tinged descent into obsession, greed, and cunning, where civilized facades crack under the weight of primal instincts and survival becomes the deadliest prize. Here are 4 other movies you have to see. Control.
मुझे बस मेरे एक्स को इरेज करना है कर सकता है
When influencer Nella discovers her boyfriend cheated on her during a live stream, she turns to an AI app called Control to erase him from her digital world. The app's algorithms begin taking over her life, offering comfort before spiraling into control. What starts as emotional relief becomes a descent into digital paranoia and manipulation. The Bridge Curse. 6 college students test a notorious campus legend by staying overnight at a haunted bridge tied to a tragic suicide. Their prank quickly escalates as a vengeful spirit is unleashed. Years later, a journalist investigating the story uncovers a buried truth far more terrifying: the lost patient.
Ninguém pode fazer mal a você. Do que você tem medo?
After waking from a coma, Thomas learns his entire family was murdered and his sister is missing. Haunted by amnesia, he tries to piece together the truth through therapy. As his memories return, so do shadows of a night shrouded in trauma. I Sell the Dead.
Love this trade.
If I've learned anything over the years, it's that you never, ever.
Grave robber Arthur Blake recounts his dark profession to a priest on the eve of his execution. From stealing corpses to battling ghouls and vampires, his tale is part confession, part grotesque adventure. The line between the dead and undead grows increasingly thin in his grim tales.